Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen, or just welcome because you haven't seen me yet. So today I am going to do a makeup look, and I haven't done a makeup look in a while because my skin was breaking out, and so I wasn't really inspired, to put makeup on my skin. So today I am doing the boy beat kind of a look. So this is gonna be like a tutorial, get ready with me. So yeah, let's just get to it. So to start off, I am going to prep my skin, and for that I'm going to use first my Thayers so that my pores are small and they just look good. So next step is to put on a serum. So for serum, I am going to use the Miracle Light HD Advanced Whitening Serum by One Earth Organics, so that my skin is moisturized and it just doesn't feel that dry. Alright, so to prep my base, I'm going to use a moisturizer just for primer because I don't use primers anymore. I find that they break me out. So I'm using the Vanishing cream by LUSH as a base under my makeup. Alright, so now that my moisturizer is on, I am going to move on with the makeup, and for foundation, I am going to use the Matte Poreless foundation by Maybelline. So this is the Fit Me line, and yeah, I'm just gonna use my fingers for this because I found that, I don't know, it's much more cleaner if I use my fingers than a sponge that harbors a lot of dirt and stuff, since my fingers and my hands are always, getting cleansed up anyway. So getting cleansed up are always clean. So I'm just gonna pat this on and pat and just blend with my fingers. This is very millennial. Like a lot of makeup brands that are going out right now just use a lot of finger motions in their ads, like Milk Makeup and Glossier. So I don't know if it's just a trend or is it just me riding with the trend, or I don't know. Just so happens that I like applying my foundation nowadays by using my fingers. Alright, so now we have the foundation on. I'm going to move on with contour, and for contour again I'm going to use another Fit Me Maybelline line. So this is the Shine Free Balance Fond de Tint, okay, by Maybelline. So this is in the shade Sophie Caramel, so it's just a few shades darker than me. Actually, this is my summer color if I get tan. So I'm just going to put this on the perimeter of my face. So now I'm going to use a brush because it's harder to blend these things out. So I'm gonna use this kind of brush. So this is just like a cheap Miniso brush. Actually, it's pretty good and dense, so it's good for blending cream products. Alright, so now that that's all blended out, it's just a nice chisel, soft chisel if you will. So now I have time for a little fun. I'm going to put on freckles. So I don't know if this is gonna go well, but I'm going to use a cream so that it's much more malleable, and when I put on powder, it's just gonna look a little much more a little bit more natural. That's what I mean. So I am going to use the LA Pro Conceal in the shade Chestnut. So this is really way darker than my skin, so I would usually use this as a contour, but now I'm just gonna use it for freckles. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, so just a little, like that much. And then I am going to use this tiny brush from the art supply store. Don't worry, I already cleaned this. So I'm gonna use this to make freckles on my face. So I'm going to move on with my cream highlight now. So I'm going to use the Milk Makeup. So it just looks like this. And I'm going to use a finger to apply this because it tends to grab the foundation off of the skin. So I don't want that. So I'm just going to powder down using the Coty Airspun. Alright, so now everything is powdered down. I'm gonna move on with the brows first before I move on with anything else. So for brows, I'm going to use the Jcat Perfect Duo Brow Pencil. So first, I'm going to brush my brows down. So the end result should be really fluffy and really big and filled in. I'm gonna follow the shape first up top, and then I'm gonna try and create fake hairs so that it looks much more fluffier. Alright, so now brows are drawn on. I am going to put on mascara on them so that they're even fluffier, so that it looks much more fluffy. Alright, so we're just gonna use the Fashion Brow Color Drama Mascara, and I'm gonna use the Lash Sensational with it together so that it looks gray and it doesn't look as black. Now that the brows are set in place, I'm just going to put on some more brow hairs. Yes, more. So I'm going to go back with my skinny brush and the LA Pro Conceal in Chestnut just to draw a little, you know, little hairs in here so that it just elongates a little bit more because my brows are kind of short. Brows are so different from my usual brows, but I kind of like it. So now that the brows are laid, I am going to bronze, and for bronzer I'm going to use the LA Girl Spice palette. So she looks like this, and I'm just going to use the bronzer in here to bronze the perimeter of my face. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush, just dip into that, off the excess, and just go in. I am going to put on blush. So for blush, I'm gonna go back to a cream. Actually, this is a jelly kind of formula, so it's fine to put on top of powder. So this is jelly, like a gel formula, I guess. So this is Glossier. So this look wouldn't be complete without any Glossier products. So I'm gonna use the shade Storm. This is their Cloud Paint, and it's really grimy. I love this stuff, and yeah, it just blends out like a dream. For the eyes, I am going to use the same palette, the Spice palette. I'm going to take again the bronzer in here and just going to take a fluffy brush like this and just go around the perimeter of my eyes and on the lower lash line. Alright, so now that it's looking blown out, I'm going to wanna put a little liner. So for liner, I'm going to use the triple eyebrow designing powder again, so that it's just like a light line. So I'm gonna use the darkest shade here, so it looks like this. So I'm just going to grab a skinny pencil brush. Well, it's not really super skinny, but like a dome-shaped pencil brush. I'm gonna run this along the inner rims of my eyes so that it's just much more tapered in. So we're just about almost done. So I'm done with the eyes and with the eyeshadow remains. So I'm just going to put a light mascara on it so that the lashes stand out a bit. So I'm going to take the Lash Sensational mascara and I'm just gonna put it on. So now we're down to the last step, and for lips I am going to use two lipsticks. So this is Sunny's Face in Bait, and I'm going to use the Maybelline Powder Mattes collection in Raw Cocoa. So I'm just gonna essentially mix these two together to achieve, I don't know, like an orangey brown color. So I'm gonna put in the light shade first. So this is Bait. And I'm not gonna shape out my lips so much. I'm just gonna blur and blend. Then now I'm gonna take the brown shade and I'm gonna concentrate this also in the inner portion and just blending it out. Set it all in, I am using the Maybelline Master Fix. Give it a good shake and just spray. So this is the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Obviously my favorite part is making the freckles and the eyebrows. So yeah, obviously it looks drawn on. I don't know, it looks natural from this distance, but if you zoom in, really zoom in, it looks like it's drawn on, but I'm happy with the end result. So this is the end of the Boy Beat look. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, do whatever you want, and yeah, bye.